Well, doing a little inspection on the brakes now, and this one's pretty tore up. Kind of hard for you to see probably, but yeah, that's pretty shredded up. It's pretty much down to the brads. The little brake pads, there's nothing left. I mean, what's supposed to be brake pad material is just worn down to the nubbins, and yeah, they let this go way too long. And as you can tell, it takes a lot of force to move it, and they're all dragging really bad. And the calipers here are so corroded that when they compress, they're not able to uncompress very well. And where this section here is supposed to move freely inside of this bracket, it doesn't. So I've got all new calipers and all new rotors on order, and they should arrive in a few days. But yeah, the rest of these pretty much look like that, and brakes need some serious work. The shock absorbers actually look pretty good. I've gone and looked at all 4 of them, and I don't see any evidence of leakage. So they're not blown. They've just got 93,000 miles on them, and they're tired. So I'll probably be replacing these with coilovers. I went and checked out all of the rubber bushings on everything from the suspension and all the underside parts and everything, and all that looks like it's in pretty darn good shape. I don't see any crumbling rubber anywhere, so I think we're pretty good. Got some rubber flex lines. They all, for the brakes, they actually look like they're all in pretty good shape. But since I'm doing a full and complete brake system rebuild, I think it's a good idea to go ahead and replace those while I'm at it. I've gone and looked underneath the hood We inspected all of the hoses, and all of them appear to be in good shape. So I don't think we're going to have any problems with hoses. At least I can put some of the hoses off, you know, the replacement of that I can put off, which is a good thing. When I came underneath and started looking, I noticed something missing. Like this. You shouldn't be able to see here. There's supposed to be a big piece of plastic that goes from here all the way over to here, and somebody has come in here with a Dremel tool and cut it out. I'm not supposed to be... I'm putting my hand through the front lip, and you're not supposed to be able to see my hand. So somebody cut this belly pan a long time ago, and I couldn't believe it. Look at this. It's like somebody went mud bogging with it. That is hard clay road material, and it's packed with it. And when they hit whatever it was here, you notice there's a little stain. This area is dark. There's a reason for that. That's the AC air conditioning condenser coils. And what happened is there's a leak in there somewhere. So this whole coil module is going to have to be replaced. And if I expect to have the air conditioning working again. And I looked for evidence of mud. There's mud there. There's mud further back. I think this thing went into a ditch. Yeah, in fact, I know it went into a ditch. There's even mud packed up into areas like that where it shouldn't be. And you can see that that's gone. So I ordered up replacement parts for all of that. Got that coming. Thank God for eBay. Got to looking around underneath in the back, and everything seems intact. The shock absorbers aren't leaking. I don't have any oil and stuff coming out. The differential over here is bone dry, and it looks like it's never been opened. So the differential and the transmission definitely going to need fluid changes. And yeah, there's a little rust and stuff here and there, but not anything unusual. Not anything that I'm going to be concerned about. But yeah, it looks pretty good. But again, I see evidence of this getting stuck in the mud, and I can see it in numerous places underneath here, like like it went off into a ditch. Paint's in pretty darn good shape. It's got a few little door dings and stuff from parking lots and stuff, and it's got some spots on the very front where rock chips and stuff have gotten to it, but other than that, it's in pretty good shape. And the seats are in really good shape, except for one spot right there. And you know, that's to be expected in a car this old. You look up underneath here and it's not even worn. The pedals aren't even worn. They're in pretty good shape. I am going to replace the steering wheel because this has got the covering around it is starting to come off. But that's no big deal. I'll get one of those racing ones that you can remove and drop it in the trunk, and good luck for anybody who wants to steal it. Good Lord. Somebody take this thing mud bogging or something? This stuff is packed in here. Oh. Well, that's the first go-around, and so it begins. Go and put it up on a lift, make a big old long list of all the problems and stuff I've got to replace, and then start going to eBay, Amazon, and a whole bunch of different racing sites and start gathering all the parts that I need. It's in pretty good shape. I'm impressed. You know, yeah, it's got some problems, but it's nothing that can't be fixed. And it's all things that you would expect to have to do to a vehicle of this age. Whoever it was that owned it before evidently didn't do too much maintenance, other than maybe changing the oil and whatnot, but it's in pretty good shape. I'm glad I got it. Stay tuned for a little series of videos of me doing things to it. Stuff like the brake job and fluid changes and all that. Thanks for hanging out with me on the farm today. Come on back and see us. And there's the pile of rubble that I just pried out of there. And there's more on the undercarriage further back. Oh well,